Hi, my name is Taryn Billings, and I will be giving this speech for Labette Community College, Persuasive Speech.
Jack Williams, Aiden Caspada, and Reese Grundy, please come to the office.
According to G. Kim, she found through the Department of Health and Human Services, the amount of women forced into sexual slavery is around 240,000 to 325,000 a year. The prostitution industry is a very dangerous and corrupt industry. But by legalizing it, we can put regulations into place that will make it a lot safer industry for everybody in it. As a woman, I have always had to experience worrying about what I'm wearing, worrying about covering up for the men around me and anybody around me. As a woman, as everybody in the world, we experience a lot of sexual assault and just a lot of sexual idealism, I guess. And so, no matter who you are, if you're a woman, you probably have experienced this, or you know of another woman that has experienced this. If you're a man, then you know of a woman, whether it's your mother, a sister, whatever. You know, like, this should be very alarming to you because they have to experience these things on a daily basis. So, in today's speech, we will talk about a problem, a solution, the benefits, and what you can do. First topic today is the problem. So the holdup on getting it legalized is everybody thinks it will increase human trafficking, increase STDs, abuse, and the morality of women selling themselves. According to procon.org, legalizing will put a supply and demand for sex workers. And also according to Anna Marie Forstier, many sex workers will hesitate to speak up because their industry is illegal. So if they experience abuse in their work environment, they will not be able to speak up about it and bring awareness to what happened to them. So, and a lot of people think it is unmoral. The act of women selling themselves to make a profit really just unsettles people, and it goes against their morals. So, according to Forstier, many young women and children are sold into the sex industry, and they are forced to go through this, and that is why a lot of people think that prostitution should be illegal still. And also, according to Forstier, brothels don't back them up because it is illegal, so they don't have a good enough safe environment for them to report to their managers or whoever owns the brothel, hey, this happened to me, this needs to be done, because they're technically doing something illegal, so they have no support system to back them up. Even though that there are other jobs out there, like stripping is the same thing, and there's people video themselves, sell pictures, and all that stuff. I don't understand why everybody thinks prostitution is so bad when they accept all of those industries as they are. So I don't really see prostitution as any different than the other ones. So everyone has a job. This is the reason why this affects you is everyone has a job. Can you imagine one day someone walks into your job and says, I don't like your job, it's unmoral, I don't like it, you can't have your job anymore, you can't make a living anymore, you can't support your family. I think that prostitution is just another way of women making an income. So now that we have learned the problems, we can talk about the solution to the problem. So according to Forstier, the Netherlands legalized prostitution over 20 years ago. It's been illegal for at least 20 years. What I want you guys to take out from this is I want you to adopt the attitude that it is just another occupation. There's nothing wrong with it, and it is okay when it is in a controlled environment. It is okay when it's in your brothels, your red light districts. So my proposal is to legalize brothels and red light districts. Brothels are basically just houses that the prostitutes go in and they do their occupation. And red light districts are basically just a long road of houses named brothels that this happens. So, according to Fuchs, there's a study in San Francisco, and 82% of prostitutes have been abused. since they were abused, they had to suffer that all alone because it was illegal. And so, according to Fuchs, licensed brothels are more likely to stand up for them. If we legalize it, they will stand up for them because they want to keep their brothel's name clean. They want to keep their license. They want to have the ideal reputation that their brothel is okay. And it's a safe environment. They want everybody to be able to come and feel safe in it. So, some people, by legalizing it, if the people who don't want it legalized and we do brothels in red light districts, they can just simply avoid the entire area. They don't have to go, they won't see it plastered all over the streets. Like, it will just be in its own little area that they can keep it, and it's fine. Like, they won't have to see or hear it or at all. So, if we go through the solution that I just talked about, we will see benefits that are about to be mentioned. So, one of the positives about legalizing prostitution is, according to procon.org, the rape rate has decreased by roughly 25% for a decrease of approximately 25,000 rapes per year, as they found when the other people had it legal. So, one of the negative ones is, according to procon.org, in Queensland in 1959, when legalized brothels were closed, there was an increased rape rate of 149%. That's 25,000 women experiencing trauma, experiencing life-altering events that they should not have to go through. So, another procon.org is 27 European countries found that in countries that have legalized some aspects of sex work, there is a significantly lower HIV prevalence among sex workers compared to those countries where all aspects of sex work are criminalized. And Nevada in the US is one of the very few states that have legalized prostitution. In Nevada, sex workers have to get monthly tests for syphilis and HIV and weekly tests for gonorrhea and chlamydia. Nevada also requires condoms whenever there's any prostitution in the brothels. Procon.org, some people believe that the reliability of tests is questionable because the results are not immediately accessible. Some people also may believe that the other prostitutes will take the test for them so that they can pass, and they think that this is just an unreliable thing to do. As we are coming up on the last point of today's speech, we will talk about what you can do to take action in this problem. To prevent women from getting raped and abused, we should legalize prostitution. So that we can open brothels and put regulations into place in this industry. Do you really want to keep 149% increase of rapes a whole year? What I want you to walk away with is a change in attitude and belief. Believe that this is a serious issue that needs to be addressed. Believe that prostitution is just another thing and it's just another industry. Think of it as stripping, like everybody has normalized that, and it is okay to be a prostitute, and it is okay to have that backbone of the country if it gets illegal, or if it gets legalized, so that they don't have to spend their career in fear that if they experience some trauma in the workforce, that they can't speak up about it because it is illegal. So what I will do to do this is I want to keep spreading awareness about this, and hopefully it will get up to a higher source so that it can start to get legalized. If we can save 25,000 women and children a year because of not having to experience rape, I don't understand why us as a whole country should not do it. Thank you for listening to my speech.